top 5 non-exercise books that are going to help you with your fitness goals. Hey guys, I'm Sean Bikirk here from Breakthrough Bootcamp, and for those who know me, know that I am a bit of a voracious reader. In fact, I actually have a tattoo on the inside of my arm to show just how much I love reading. Now, I prefer my nonfiction, although I do dabble in fiction from time to time, and what I wanted to do here is use a bunch of different books from different scopes and put it into something that's going to help you with your fitness related goals. Even though they have nothing to do with exercise, these are going to help you with your fitness journey, and I'll explain. Number 5, one's by Joseph Campbell. It's called The Hero with 1,000 Faces. And I believe this one was written in the 40s, so it's a bit of a tough read. It's also very mythology based, meaning a lot of historical context and stories. He does a really good job of telling stories, but if you're not a big reader, it might be a bit of a tough one to start off with. And the reason this book is so high on the list, or even makes the list, is because, at least to my knowledge, it was the book that really introduced the hero's journey. It's something that we are talking a lot more about now. The hero's journey is all about overcoming obstacles to reach your goal, both externally and internally. And he does a beautiful job of outlining the framework and the steps that every person has to go through in order to reach their own hero's journey. Now, the point is, we're all heroes of our own story, so you need to be able to go through these same processes. And the really cool thing is, once you understand how the hero's journey works, you'll be watching movies or shows, and within 30 minutes, you'll be able to predict exactly how the movie's gonna end. Because the hero's journey is captivating. It's something that we all want to witness. It's something we all want to achieve in ourselves, but it's also something that we want to watch in others. So once you understand the actual steps, you'll realize Hollywood executives use these in almost every single movie, in every book, in every TV show. Because once you understand the hero's journey, you know how to captivate, you know how to emotionally engage someone. So it's a really important book. However, it is difficult to read, so I'm sure there are a lot more modern translations. If you're not comfortable with these classical books, then maybe go to a Cliff's Note, or even get a book about the hero's journey that is maybe more modern. Number 4, the only fictional book on the list, and that is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I like to segue here because The Alchemist, even though it is a fictional story, it does exactly what I was talking about. It outlines the hero's journey that the protagonist has to go through to achieve his external and internal goals. And as you read this book, even though it is a fictional book, you can see what the author is trying to say. You can see the messages that are trying to be conveyed, and he does a beautiful job of telling you what to do without actually telling you what to do. So I'm not a huge fiction fan usually, but this one is an exception. I think it's an easy read. Anyone can read it. Highly recommended. The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho. Number 3, Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. I didn't want to put up any self-help or self-development books here, not because I don't enjoy them, but because they can be a little bit cliche. They all kind of say the same thing. This one really is the original. It was written a while back, and there's a lot of scientific backing to it. So this book is fantastic for those people who are, if you're stuck in your head, if you have a lot of negative self-talk, if you struggle to motivate yourself, if you're naturally pessimistic or skeptical, this book really explains why those things happen and what you can do about it. And it's a game changer. It's a fantastic book, so I recommend it to everyone, but especially if you're one of those people always inside your own head. So Psycho-Cybernetics, number 3. Number 2, one of my favorite books, The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. Just a little sidebar, Turning Pro by Steven Pressfield, also fantastic read. Both of these are really short reads. The War of Art is the one I'd recommend here. And one word, resistance. So the entire book is about resistance and how to overcome resistance. Basically what resistance is that pushback, that feeling that you get before you're about to start a journey, a transformation. We've all been there before. Think about, maybe you've been working out for a while, maybe you've never worked out. Think about the first time you booked in a workout with a trainer, with a coach, with a class, whatever it is, how excited you were until the day of or the day before. Suddenly you start to think of all these negative thoughts. You start to get nervous. What if I look stupid? What if I hurt myself? What if I can't keep up? What if I'm whatever? right? That's called resistance. It's something that happens to everybody, and Steven Pressfield does a great job of outlining why it happens and what you can do about it. The most important takeaway is the more resistance you have, the more important it is that you do the very thing that you're worried about doing. So The War of Art, very short read, very fast read, a lot of good storytelling in here. Whether you're a seasoned reader or you're not, you're brand new to books, it's a really good book here. Okay, so War of Art, highly recommended. Turning Pro as well. And number one, for anyone who knows me here, you can probably guess what this one's gonna be. When I wrote my ebook, I used a bunch of different books that I quoted and put in my own translation that are kind of fitness related. And this book, I just kept going back time and time and time again because it is so applicable to fitness. It is so applicable to anyone's fitness journey. And that is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book is great because there are a lot of actual examples that he uses directly related to fitness, exercise, nutrition. The only thing I don't like about this is I wish I could have wrote it that well myself, but it's a fantastic book. All coaches should read it. Anyone looking to get fit should read it. We all know the most important thing when it comes to developing our fitness journey is developing good habits, and it can seem overwhelming and insurmountable because there's so many different things, and where we want to be is so far from where we are right now. This book does a fantastic job of breaking those things down, explaining how to build habits and how to do it in a way that's realistic and doable regardless of where you're at. So that's the number one spot. Just to recap, top 5 non-exercise, non-fitness related books that will help you with your fitness career or fitness journey at least. Number 5, The Hero with 1,000 Faces, Joseph Campbell for the hero's journey. Number 4, fiction book, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Number 3, Psycho-Cybernetics. Number 2, The War of Art. And number 1, Atomic Habits, one of my favorite books of all time. So go pick this one up. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you have any suggestions of books that you read that impacted your fitness journey, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.